All right, it looks like we are live. Sorry I'm late. But if I wasn't late, it probably wouldn't be me. So, how's it going tonight? My fellow shipmates. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, all that glare off of my noggin. There we go. So, we are live. This is going to be a continuation, of my Captain's Log active play. But before we do that, gonna get a little housekeeping done. Translation. I'm also getting files open that I really thought I had already opened, but that's just how these things run. This is going to be like a bi-weekly event. I am in a live game with Bear, who is running Star Trek Paradise Station. And he runs that every other week. So while I'm doing this right now on a Sunday night for this time around, it's not generally going to be Sunday nights. I'm going to have the Fridays that Bear is not running Paradise Station. I'm going to do this so I can just, I can keep my gaming going and keep that itch scratched. We are sitting, last time I looked, at 250 subscribers. Which is about halfway to where I want to be, which is cool. Always glad to have more people coming along for the ride. I'm also scheduling some interviews coming up here. I've got the end of the month. I'm going to be talking with Al Spader, who is one of the busiest guys I know. And hold on just a second. So many things going on right now. And I can't keep track of all of it. I'm hoping people will, start showing up, because right now it says it's live, but I'm not seeing any viewers yet. I'm sure it'll happen as soon as people kind of remember. Oh, I've got a watcher. Yay, one watcher. Hello, Watcher. Nice to see you. But, like I said, this is going to be moving to every other Friday night, the nights that I am not playing in Paradise Station with Bear. I've got interviews coming up. I've got, like I said, I've got Al coming up. I've got Bill from Final Frontiersman. He's going to be joining us, provided we can conquer the 15-hour time difference between where I'm sitting and where he's sitting. That's going to be fun. But yeah, we're gonna try to actually turn this this little channel of mine into some sort of actual content. And the way to do it, I have determined, is to scare myself to death and do a lot of it live. If you'd asked me, a few months ago if I would be doing this, I would have looked at you and said, "Oh my goodness, no." Hello, Esoteric Order of Nerdity. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. All right, let's get things started here. Let's figure out where the heck we were. Come on, I had everything working. You were being nice and cooperative, and now you're not? That's done to... Oh, good heavens, no, that's not going to work. And this is what... You know what? That's probably going to have to do for right now. Okay. There we go. Alright. When last we left off with things... Okay, we had boarded the Klingon starship. Okay. We have momentum. We have boarded We determined that there were haunting figures appearing and disappearing randomly. We're not sure yet if they're Klingon crewmen caught in temporal flux or what, but since it's a time-traveling haunted starship, oh, your guess is every bit as good as mine. Probably going to be something along the lines of, why, yes. Yes, there are Klingon crewmen caught in temporal flux. Our science officer, Commander Chadwick, has found some life signs. She was not able to pinpoint them. They are faint life signs. But nothing appeared to her in terms of ghostly figures. Commander Nichols, our communications officer, is trying to access comms and communication systems. That's where the momentum came in. She has discovered that the ship name is the IKS Auhe. And she did not see ghostly figures either. Since Commander Nichols succeeded in getting the comms and computer systems working, Commander Sarah, our half Saurian, half Gorn Chief of Security, is going to attempt to access at the very least, the ship's logs. She did not succeed. She did, however, see ghosts. She did not fire on the ghosts. We know that Nichols knows Klingon. Yes, a lot of people have their phasers drawn. They're on heavy stun. We don't have a whole lot of information on the Klingons. No one's heard from them in all the time since just before the burn. They did not elaborate on why they left the Federation, even though they joined towards the end of the 25th century. We know they began to mellow as a culture, becoming more warrior monks than just straight warriors. Marshall found cryotubes. He saw ghosts. He fired. He held his fire on the ghost. I'm sorry, I misread that. Now the two red shirts in Team 2 that are looking for survivors did not find a clue. But they did see ghosts, and they fired on the ghosts. Captain Marshall heard them firing. He's going to run to help Team 2. Nobody else heard it because they're all on different decks and it's a big ship. And they cried for help over their communicators because, well, ghosts. Alright, so, and we knew at some point they need to turn on life support. So let's get into Act 1, Scene 4 of what we are doing tonight. I'm not sure what's going on with the video and audio. I'm hoping it's not horrendous. It does take place in the 32nd century. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting we have people that are joining late. Yes, it takes place in the 32nd century. Sometime after the events of Season 4 of Discovery, but probably before the events of Season 5, since we don't know what the events of Season 5 are. It is aboard a Friendship-class starship, the USS Seneschal. And my picture viewers are all broken. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. Hold on just a second. Too much of that. I'm hoping that at least part of the problem is just me not necessarily doing live real well, and I stammer a lot, so I just kind of stop. I'm hoping that's all that's going on right now. If it's not, I'm sure at some point we will find out. Alright. Let me get a picture. Yes, no, I don't want to do that. Oops, that's the wrong one. Helps if we hit the right thing here. All right, so let's. Well, actually, we could have actually gone back to that. Let's get into this little book right here. Zoom way to the back. And get to what we're going to be doing here tonight. Well, that's not working out. Let's just do this. Lots of ships, lots of rules. Flashy, flashy, flashy. I hope nobody's having a... Let's see, to start with, if we're going to have a complication in this scene or an advantage. So, even numbers will give us an advantage, odd numbers will give us a complication. And now we get to use Dice Cam. Here is one of my little tokens I'm using to note that we do in fact have some momentum that I need to do something with. So I get some better look at this. And that is a 4. That is even. So we have an advantage. So let's see what that advantage is. It's a d20 table, 1d20. And we rolled another 4. Remember our training. So let's get that in there. All right, now we have that information. Okay, so next. Yeah, my brain just locked up. I hate when that happens. Alright, let's do something with that momentum. Let's find... You'd think I'd have all these things. Already mapped out, and at one point you'd have been right, but right now my brain has gone numb. I hate when that happens. I have a feeling that advantage is going to come in real handy very soon, because we got a couple of red shirts who just saw a ghost. So we are going to find itty bitty type. Alright. Here, let's get back to let's just hold on to it. I may need it for a reroll here in a little while. You never know. So yeah, we're just going to continue to hold on to that momentum. And we are going to... we're going to get our dice. We are going to... We're going to freeze up on live broadcasting. So this is one of my great fears, is to just show up and suddenly completely freeze. But we know we've got to deal with a couple of things. We've got to... First, we've got to see if Captain Marshall can calm down the poor panicky red shirts. So let me get... There's Captain Marshall. So Captain Marshall is going to arrive. He is going to try and talk his spooked security members down. That's probably going to be a command and control plus command. No, presence plus command. He's going to try to talk them down. So it's a 9 and a 4. It's going to be a 13. Let's get back into the Word doc here. So trying to calm down red shirts in Team 2. Presence plus command. Target number of 13. So... Too many things to keep track of. Alright, here we go. Well, he got a success. Hurrah! That's all he needed. So he gets that taken care of. So we got one success out of that. What else have we got going on? So they are going to tell him their story. And basically they saw a couple of very big guys carrying axes, or more precisely probably bat'leths, but they don't know that. They haven't seen a Klingon in their lives. No one has seen a Klingon in a long, long time. For good or for ill. So we are going to go from there. We are going to see, what did we not have any information on? And we're going to spend this momentum, and we're going to let Sarah try to access the logs again. And that is, once again, going to be reason plus security. Let's see how this one goes. Ooh. She succeeds. She gets momentum for that 4 because it's her security discipline or less. She only gets 1 because she doesn't have an applicable focus. She's got tactical systems, not computers. But she also got a complication. Oops. So we can figure out what is going on with said complication. And we will take that momentum away because she didn't actually get momentum. And her complication is, well, they're all encrypted. She's accessed the logs, and now they're encrypted. And, well, she thinks they're encrypted. They may be just be in Klingon. No, they're encrypted. They're encrypted. That's the complication. So she rolled 4 and 20. 1 success, 1 complication. Complication. Logs aren't just in Klingon. They're encrypted. Alright, now that he's calmed down the red shirt crew, and Sarah has gotten into the logs. Let's see. Marshall is going to call Commander Chadwick. And ask her to join him. Below decks. Then he is going to call the ship and have a medical team prepare to beam over because of all the cryotubes they found. And he's also going to call engineering to beam over to deal with life support. Okay, so those are things I don't even really have to roll for. Those are things I just know that need to be done. So we are going to what does that do exactly? I am sorry, y'all. This is not going as well or as smoothly as I wanted to, but it's a new experience for me. I don't normally play live, even though I know right now no one's really watching. I wish more people were watching, but it'll be recorded. It'll be there for people to watch, and I'll put it in the playlist when the time comes. Doing this for 45 minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. I'm kind of doubting myself. This is why I usually record these instead of going live. I hope as I get used to this it'll get easier, but yeah. Double check a couple of things, but yeah, I've got one watcher, and it's me. Alright, let's just do this, Patrick. Let's just pretend like none of this is going on, that nobody is staying away in droves, and we're just going to do this. We're just going to work our way through it like we would normally. Okay, so we know that we got people coming over. And I'm freezing again. Guys, I'm going to try this again later. I'm honestly, I'm a little disheartened right now because I'd hoped somebody would show up and stick around, but no one is. And I'm looking like I don't know a whole lot of what I'm doing because I'm just kind of floundering here because I completely lost my train of thought. So I'm going to end this here. I will add more. I'll add the continuation of this in a separate video shortly. But I'm going to sign off now because, well, I'm just disappointed. No one is not working out well for me. So, I'll catch you guys later. Live long and prosper. Have a good night.